Hello, I've wanted to make this video for a little while because I'm working with Suno version 5 and I have been working with the platform since version 2. So if you come in here and take a look, you'll see I have playlists that go all the way back somewhere in here. I'm sure you can see it before I do, to version 2. And one of the things I've discovered is that if you're remaking a recent song, I'll show you that a little bit later, it's good. But if we go in here and try to take one of our older songs here, we have a little bit of difficulty. So I'm going to have a look and see which one I can take here. Yeah, I think this is quite a good one. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take this. And to start first, you should hear what it sounds like before we get started.
Lighthouse is empty tonight. There's no safe harbor for ships to find a way. Diana's leaving tonight.
So I think you can hear sort of the style of the song, how it starts and then kicks off. So what I'm hoping is that we could come in here and go remaster, and we've got two models, version 4.5 plus and 5. So we might as well go for 5. We want it to be normal. We want to kind of take that song that we've just remastered and see if we can get a modern equivalent of it. So as you can see, it's created two versions of that song remastered, and we'll click on this one and hear what happened.
The lighthouse is empty tonight. There's no safe harbor for ships to find the way in. Diana's leaving me tonight for the first time.
And here's the other one.
The lighthouse is empty tonight. There's no safe harbor for ships to find the way in. Diana's leaving me tonight.
So it's not quite the exact match forward that I'd like. So what are the other options we have? Well, if we're not remastering, what we can do is use the style and lyrics, and we can create a cover. So to me, this is kind of an equivalent to making a remaster. So what I'm going to do is click on that, and it's just going to generate that. And then because we're in version 5, or any of the more recent versions that we've got here, we can actually use this style to try and enhance what we used as the original style. So you see, if you click on that, it'll take that guidance and sort of expand it into a larger version. So let's see how these three various options differ. So you'll see these are available to play now. So we'll just go up the list and have a little listen to each of those.
The lighthouse is empty tonight. There's no safe harbor for ships to find their way in. Diana's leaving me tonight for the first time.
And to me, that kind of lost the style of the song a little bit.
Lighthouse is empty tonight. There's no safe harbor for ships to find their way in. Diana's leaving me tonight.
So even though it's a cover, it somehow doesn't keep the cadence of the original song, which is slightly annoying.
The lighthouse is empty tonight. There's no safe harbor for ships to find the way in. Diana's leaving me tonight for the first time. That's okay. She's not the girl I wished for, just the one I wanted.
It's okay.
The lighthouse is empty tonight. There's no safe harbor for ships to find a way in. Diana's leaving me tonight for the first time. That's okay.
So none of those quite deliver on what I'm looking for there, but one of the other last options I'd take is if we get that remaster that sounds the same but is version 5 and put it into this style. Let's see if that brings it closer to what I'm aiming for. And while we're waiting for that, the other option is if we take what we've already created, use the style and actually just create a new song, create something that maybe we don't try and recreate the original, but we take the impetus of what we had done before and give it some new life. So let's see which of those ends up making us happy.
The lighthouse is empty tonight. There's no safe harbor for ships to find their way in. Diana's leaving me tonight for the first time. That's okay. She's not the girl I wished for, just the one I wanted. So I say, I'm not gonna be lonely tonight. Tell myself I'll never.
Actually quite like that version. I'm not so in love with the voice. Let's see if we get it better on this one.
The lighthouse is empty tonight. There's no safe harbor for ships to find their way. Diana's leaving me tonight for the first time. That's okay. She's not the girl I wished for, just the one I wanted. So I say, I'm not gonna be lonely tonight. Tell myself.
I'll definitely go back and listen to the whole version of that, but let's see if we started again in version 5 with that guidance where we'd end up.
The lighthouse is empty tonight. There's no safe harbor for ships to find their way in. Diana's leaving me tonight for the first time. That's okay. She's not the girl I wish for, just the one I wanted. So I say I'm not gonna be lonely tonight. Tell myself I'll never be that way again. I'll never be that way again. Fate deals a strange hand walking the streets tonight.
Yeah, I find that one kind of interesting.
The lighthouse is empty tonight. There's no safe harbor for ships to find their way in. Diana's leaving me tonight for the first time. That's okay.
Okay, I know where that's going and I don't love it. So what I'm going to do is do a full run through of this one here. I think this was the one that you know what? We're going to do one more thing. Often when you're landing on your creation, I quite like to go in and just do a normal remaster because it'll add a little bit of polish and a little bit of flourishes to the song itself. So essentially, if we point this out, what we've done is we've gone from taking the original version of the song, doing a remaster of that, then taking that remaster and using it as the cover version where we use the style and lyrics from before, and then we've remastered that again just for some polish.
The lighthouse is empty tonight. There's no safe harbor for ships to find their way. Diana's leaving me tonight for the first time. It's okay. not the girl I wished for, just the one I wanted. So I said, I'm not gonna be lonely tonight. Tell myself I'll never be that way again. I'll never be that way again. Fate deals a strange hand walking the streets tonight. The homeless are hungry, I got troubles of my own, I can help them, but they can't help me. So I'm out again sailing tonight. These waves keep on crashing, they're washing me in. The lighthouse is empty tonight, and the reefs finally claim me. I'm suddenly sinking in good company. I'm suddenly sinking in good company. Fate deals a strange hand walking the streets tonight. The homeless are hungry, I've got troubles of my own, I can help them, but they can't help me. And the lighthouse is empty tonight, so nobody's there to guide me. I'm suddenly sinking in good company. I'm suddenly sinking in good company. Fate deals a strange hand walking the streets tonight. The homeless are hungry, I've got troubles of my own, I can help them, but they can't help me. And the lighthouse is empty tonight, so nobody's there to guide me home.
So that's that finished with remastering. If you want to go and look at the original version of the song, just look up Lighthouse on this channel. But that's the remastered version. Also, what we're just going to do is I'm going to jump back into my library here and show you a kind of difference between if we're in a song like 4.5 plus and we try and do remaster. So what can I do in here? Oh, next big thing. That's quite an upbeat compared to the last song. So we'll click on this.
I may not have seemed like it at the time, but these were the days for catching my breath. It is nothing but living from here on in. Every day is the start of being the next big thing.
So I'm going to take that and show you what that looks like when it's remastered that close together. So version 4.5 plus to 5.
I may not have seemed like it at the time, but these were the days for catching my breath.
So I'll stop that there. You can hear it's just added a little bit of additional depth and richness to that song. So doing a remaster between close versions just kind of gives it that extra oomph. But if you really have a look, doing the original version 2 to version 5, you do need to look at a path to doing a bit of extra work to get it nice, clean, and also make it feel like that modern version 5 example of a song. I hope this has been helpful or useful. I hope you're enjoying Suno. I know things are moving very dramatically and changing very fast on the platform. This is where it's at today, and hopefully we'll see some good stuff coming from the future. There's a chance the product may change, so get the best out of it today while you can. Thanks, guys. See ya.